Have you ever wondered what it would be like to grow to the size of a skyscraper? To tower over buildings and face down threats that seem impossible for any normal person? Today, we're diving deep into the world of Marvel Comics to explore the epic origin of one of its most fascinating and frankly underrated heroes, Giant Man. This isn't just a story about getting big. It's a tale of scientific ambition, personal struggle, and the very definition of what it means to be a hero. Our story begins with a brilliant but often troubled scientist, Dr. Henry Hank Pym. Before he ever became a giant, Hank Pym was a biochemist who discovered a rare group of subatomic particles he named Pym Particles. These particles were a breakthrough of monumental proportions. They had the incredible ability to alter the size and mass of objects and living beings by shunting or accruing mass from an alternate dimension. Pym's initial experiments were on himself, leading to the creation of his first heroic identity, Ant-Man. As Ant-Man, he could shrink down to the size of an insect, communicate with ants, and become a master of infiltration and espionage. It was a revolutionary concept, proving that power wasn't always about being the biggest guy in the room. But Hank Pym's ambition didn't stop there. He realized that if Pym particles could make him smaller, they could also do the opposite. Why only shrink when you could also grow? This question marked the birth of Giant Man. By reversing the process, Hank could grow to incredible heights, initially reaching about 12 feet tall. But as he refined the formula, his limits expanded, eventually allowing him to reach heights of 100 feet or even more. This transformation wasn't just a change in size. It was a complete shift in his heroic identity and his approach to fighting crime. As Giant Man, Hank Pym became one of the founding members of the Avengers, alongside Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, and his partner, the Wasp. His ability to grow to immense sizes made him the team's powerhouse, their answer to colossal threats that other heroes simply couldn't handle on their own. Imagine a giant alien monster attacking New York City. While Iron Man might blast it from the sky and Captain America might lead the ground defense, it was Giant Man who could go toe-to-toe with the creature, matching it in sheer scale and strength. His presence on the battlefield was a game-changer, turning the tide in battles that seemed utterly hopeless. But with great power comes great responsibility, and in Hank Pym's case, great strain. The process of rapidly changing size took a significant toll on his body. Early on, growing beyond a certain height for too long would leave him weak and exhausted. There was always a risk, a physical price to pay for his powers. This element of his character is crucial. It shows that his heroism isn't effortless. Every time he grows to face a threat, he's pushing his own physical limits, making a conscious sacrifice for the greater good. This struggle makes his victories all the more meaningful. Furthermore, the identity of Giant Man is deeply tied to Hank Pym's complex personality. Pym has always been a character defined by his intellect, but also by his insecurities. He often felt overshadowed by the godlike power of Thor or the technological genius of Tony Stark. Creating the Giant Man persona was, in some ways, a response to this. It was his way of proving that he could be a heavy hitter too, that his science could make him just as powerful as a god or a man in an iron suit. This internal conflict adds a rich layer of drama to his story. He's not just fighting villains. He's fighting his own self-doubt, trying to find his place among legends. Giant Man's battles are often more than just physical brawls. They are symbolic representations of the core themes in his story. His powers, born from scientific discovery, frequently pit him against threats that are also the result of unchecked scientific ambition. Whether it's a rampaging robot or a mutated monster, Giant Man's fights serve as a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of science without morality. Pym himself constantly walks this fine line. His Pym particles have the potential for immense good, but in the wrong hands, or even with a slight miscalculation, they could bring about catastrophic destruction. This dynamic makes him one of the most compelling scientific heroes in the Marvel Universe. He represents both the incredible promise and the inherent peril of human ingenuity. Over the years, the mantle of Giant Man hasn't been held by Hank Pym alone. Other characters, like Clint Barton, also known as Hawkeye, have temporarily used Pym particles to become Giant Man, often in desperate situations. More recently, the hero Ras Malhotra has taken up the name, mentored by Pym himself. This legacy shows the enduring power of the concept, the idea of a hero who can grow to meet any challenge, who can literally become larger than life, resonates deeply within the superhero genre. It's a powerful metaphor for resilience. No matter how big the problem, no matter how overwhelming the odds, Giant Man shows us that it's possible to rise to the occasion and face it head on. Let's talk about the mechanics of his power. When Hank Pym transforms into Giant Man, he doesn't just get taller. His strength and durability increase proportionally to his size. This is what allows him to lift tanks, punch through buildings, and withstand attacks that would obliterate a normal person. It's a classic case of square cube law being bent by comic book science, but it's what makes him so effective. He becomes a living, breathing titan, a force of nature controlled by a brilliant scientific mind. This unique combination of raw power and sharp intellect is what sets him apart. He can out-muscle a brute, but he can also out-hink a genius. The journey from Ant-Man to Giant Man is a perfect illustration of Hank Pym's character arc. He started as a hero who solved problems by becoming small and unseen, a reflection of his own feelings of inadequacy. But as Giant Man, he was forced to be seen. He became a massive, unmissable presence, a symbol of strength and protection. This evolution from the shadows into the spotlight is a powerful story of personal growth. It shows a man learning to embrace his own power and take his rightful place as one of Earth's mightiest heroes. In modern comics and adaptations, Giant Man continues to be a pivotal figure. His dramatic appearances in major crossover events often signal a turning point in the story. When Giant Man shows up, you know things are serious. His sheer scale creates cinematic moments that are visually stunning and incredibly exciting. Think about the iconic airport battle in Captain America: Civil War. Scott Lang's transformation into Giant Man was a jaw-dropping moment that completely changed the dynamics of the fight. It was a perfect demonstration of why this hero is so special. He brings a sense of awe and spectacle that few others can match. In conclusion, Giant Man is far more than just a guy who gets big. He is a testament to the blend of science and heroism that makes comics so special. He is a symbol of resilience, a character who literally grows to overcome the challenges in front of him. His story, deeply intertwined with the personal struggles of Hank Pym, explores themes of ambition, self-doubt, and the immense responsibility that comes with scientific genius. From the tiniest ant to the mightiest giant, the legacy of Hank Pym is a cornerstone of the Marvel Universe, reminding us that true strength comes in all sizes. He is the epic result of a scientist's dream, a hero who stands tall against the darkness, both inside and out. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the colossal world of Giant Man. Who's your favorite eyes-changing hero? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into comic book history. Until next time, stay super.